Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles for the edification of knowledge. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua put in the spirit of the elders and apostles to edify through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, so we can become edified and learn regarding the truth and knowledge. Call Hallelujah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. This is Luke. We'll start out in Luke. This is Luke 25. I'm going to read Luke 21 to the 25th and 28th verse. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars. So you see the signs in regarding the sun, the moon, and the stars. Different. By that, you see that certain things are manifesting. That gives indication of certain things that's regarding the prophecy that's going to be indicating. The blood moons and different types of things, different types of moons. That's all indicators for warnings, pre-signs of warnings. Read that again. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars and upon the earth, distresses of nations. And you've seen a lot of distresses upon the earth, man. Earthquakes, different types of unnatural, natural disasters that's happened upon the earth, man. With perplexity of sea and waves roaring. So you seeing different things are happening. For example, China and different other countries, floods, earthquakes, different calamities. The Lord is beginning to visit what the world He has made, man. Measure thy time diligently in itself. Speaking about the signs of the past. I'm going to get it real fast. The second Ezra is 9:1. I'm going to read 9:1 and He answered me and said, measure thou time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So these are speaking of things that's going to happen in the latter times, man. And how you measure the time itself by prophecies, what's going on in society, man. How they correlate with the scriptures, man. Number 2, and then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He has made. Through these signs and different things that's manifesting, that lets you know that the Lord is beginning to visit what He has made, man. By all different calamities, unnatural, natural. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So you see in the uproars, the sedition, insurrections of the people, earthquakes going by daily, by minutes, seconds, hours. You see in earthquakes, natural disasters happen as we speak. Go to let's continue on, number 26. Men hearts failing them for the fear, for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. So the men's hearts are failing in fear, man, because of the calamity and state of condition of how society, what is developing, man. All these things is happening, man, manifesting, specifically ones who are affected by certain things. For example, such as earthquakes, floods, and different things. There was weather that happened in I believe Oklahoma, where apartment there was people in the elevator, water was filling up. So a lot of things is happening, man. I believe I was in Oklahoma somewhere, apartment complex that had an elevator. People were stuck in it, and the water was rising in the elevator. Read that again. Men's hearts failing them for fear, and looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And that relates to Yahushua coming, because men's hearts are gonna literally fail out of fear when they see them chariots and see Yahushua coming back, man. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, man. This earth is going to be shaken to and fro, man, like a drunkard, man. 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And that's Yahushua, man. And many people are going to mourn mourn to see that. They're going to mourn and be in awe and also in fear, man. So literally, men's hearts are going to fail. People are going to faint, do all kinds of things, man, that day. I'm going to go to Revelations 1. Let me go to Revelations 1 and 9. 1 in Shalakia. 1 in... 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, which is the chariots, and every eye shall see him. So every eye is going to see the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, man. Which is Yahushua, his son. And they also which pierced him, the ones that pierced him. The ones that pierced him are the Romans, man. But ones who offered him up were his own people, his betrayers. They were the betrayers that offered him up were the Romans to pierce him, man. And they're going to see the ones who betrayed relating to our people saying, let the blood be on our children, our hands and our children's hands, where Pontius Pilate say, I find no fault in this man. So the ones who offered him up are going to see him too, man. And they're going to be in fear and awe when they see him, man. Because those betraying spirits that were back then are back in these people today, man. Believe that. 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. 28. And when these things began to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing nigh. Your redemption, the one who's going to redeem you, buy you back from being in captivity, man. All these captivities that we've been in, man. You know what I mean? And the only one that can break that bondage, that spiritual bondage, is Yahushua. So he's the Redeemer, man. He's the deliverer and the Redeemer, man. So your redemption is drawing nigh. That relates to him coming back. So it's not too far. Go to, let's move on. I'm going to go to 2nd Ezra 7, 34 and 35. 2nd Ezra 7, 34 and 35. And the Most High, Shalakia, we'll read number 34. But judgment only shall remain, and truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong. So the judgment's going to stand, and the faith's going to wax strong, and the truth shall stand. It relates to righteousness, man. 34, 35. And the works shall follow, and the work shall follow, and the reward shall be shewed, and the good deeds shall be a force, the good deeds. So pretty much the righteous is going to flourish again. It's going to be made manifest and be known, man. And the wicked deeds shall bear no rule. And the wicked deeds are not going to bear a rule, because the unrighteousness and the wickedness is not going to have no authority, no power no more. It's going to be eradicated, man. And righteousness is going to take its place. I'm going to go to 2nd Ezra 6. Here we go. 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched, man. So that wickedness, the unrighteousness, evil, deceit is going to be quenched out. It's going to be blotted out. And as for faith, it shall flourish. Righteousness, the truth, faith shall flourish, man. Corruption shall be overcome. So corruption is going to be overcome, man, by righteousness. It's going to be blotted out. It's going to be taken out. And the truth which have been so long without fruit. So the truth has been, because the truth has been absent, man. And the works of that truth has been absent, man, because wickedness has pretty much prevailed for so long. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. So when the righteous are in authority, people will rejoice if righteousness was in authority. But when the wicked bear rule, people mourn, because we had to bear, which means tolerate and endure and suffer, relating to, because the wicked been bearing rule, man. So it hasn't been no truth, it hasn't been no form of righteousness to be able to flourish, because the wicked are in power, man. We have to bear we have to bear and tolerate, relating to their form of power, man. Because when the wicked bear rule, people mourn. People are mourning because they're in position of power, man. They're ruling the world, man. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. They cover the face of their judges as he then who is. So when the wicked are in power, people are going to mourn. There's not going to be truth. There's not going to be any form of righteousness or the works or fruits of righteousness, because the wicked and unrighteousness are pretty much are in a position of power to take that over, man. So they have to be removed out of the equation, man. Let's read that again. Shalakia. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, and corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. It's going to be made. It's going to be declared. It's going to be made manifest. It's going to be made known, man. Let's go to because we get in times where we're going to have to endure certain things. Revelations 2 and 10. I'll get it. This was going to happen because a lot of people are going to be betrayed. A lot of people are going to be turned in, because people standing up for this truth, man. They're preaching the word, the gospel. And many are going to betray them, directly, indirectly, whether friends, family, whether they know them or don't know. Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Part of that suffering, enduring, bearing it out. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. They're going to cast some of you in prison because of what? This truth and knowledge. They're going to also put you in prison because others are going to be betrayers to pretty much tell on certain individuals to get them and put in prison, man. But for the most part, it's because of this truth and knowledge, man. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And that word tried is you're going to be tested, man, in a matter of speaking. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, and be thou faithful unto the death, and I will give thee a crown of life. 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Patience means to endure, tolerate, bear, suffer. Also, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation, for example, the precursor of that is certain things that's going on now. There's certain things that will definitely manifest. The precursors of what's going on right now leads to that road to ultimately what's going to manifest later on, man. This is the gradualism. This is the precondition. So that precursor of that hour of temptation is going to be is what's going on now, which going to affect certain people. For example, sectors of people who work that might have to make a choice between their job and the other matter. There's one thing I read. They said they were deducting people who weren't complying to certain thing. They were deducting money out of their paycheck. I saw that one of the brothers post that up. I think it's on a Forbes web article. So different facets. So that's our temptation, making a choice. Either you're gonna do this or you're not gonna be able to do that. What's going on in New York? That's an hour of temptation for some people, man. You're not gonna be able to use gyms, restaurants, bars if you don't. If you do, you know what I mean? So that's an hour of temptation for some people. But ultimately, the ultimate hour of temptation would be relating to a certain chapter in Revelations, man. And that's to come. And everybody is going to experience that, man. Relating to that hour of temptation regarding that. Let's go to... So that was pretty much there's just a few verses relating to that, because we living in very interesting times. You know what I mean? A lot of things is going on. So the dynamic of society is changing very drastically. I hope it helps whoever listens to this. The water, whoever listens. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadah Shalom.